Lana Turner, born Julia Jean Turner on February 8, 1921, in Wallace, Idaho, rose from humble beginnings to become one of Hollywood's most enduring stars. Her rise to fame is the epitome of the rags to riches story, transforming from a small-town girl into a global icon. Her signature platinum blonde hair, striking beauty, and magnetic presence embodied the glamour of Hollywood's golden age. Lana's discovery is a legend in itself. At the age of 16, she was spotted by a talent scout while sipping a soda at a fountain counter in Los Angeles. This chance encounter would launch her into the world of show business almost overnight. With a string of notable performances, including roles in Ziegfeld Girl, 1941, and The Postman Always Rings Twice, 1946, she became one of MGM's most bankable stars. Iconic roles and Hollywood stardom. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, Lana Turner cemented her status as one of Hollywood's most prominent actresses. She starred in a diverse range of films, from musicals to film noir, displaying a remarkable acting versatility that captivated audiences. Her roles in Imitation of Life, 1959, and Peyton Place, 1957, solidified her reputation not only as a box office draw, but also as a critically acclaimed performer. In fact, her role in Peyton Place earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, marking one of the most significant moments of her career. Though her personal life often drew more attention than her performances, Turner's contributions to cinema made her an irreplaceable figure in the industry, embodying the allure of old Hollywood glamour for decades. The tragic incident of 1958. One of the most shocking events in Lana Turner's personal life occurred in 1958, when her daughter, Cheryl Crane, tragically killed Turner's abusive boyfriend, Johnny Stompanato. Stompanato, a bodyguard with connections to organized crime, had been involved in a violent relationship with Turner. The night of the incident, Cheryl, only 14 years old at the time, intervened during a heated argument between her mother and Stompanato. Fearing for her mother's life, Cheryl stabbed Stompanato in self-defense. The event, which captivated the nation, resulted in a coroner's inquest that ruled the killing as justifiable homicide. While Cheryl was exonerated, the emotional scars from that night haunted both mother and daughter for years. Lana's turbulent, romantic life. Lana Turner's personal life was as dramatic as the roles she played on screen. She was married 8 times to 7 different men, which was a constant subject of public fascination. From her first brief marriage to jazz band leader Artie Shaw in 1940 to her final tumultuous union with Dr. Ronald Peller in 1969. Turner's relationships often mirrored the chaos and heartache that defined her private world. Despite her fame and beauty, Turner struggled to find lasting happiness in her romantic life. Her marriage to Shaw was short-lived, and her second marriage to restaurateur Joseph Stephen Crane ended after just a year due to legal complications. These early failures set the tone for much of her subsequent relationships, which were fraught with emotional turbulence and public scandal. The mysterious marriage to Lex Barker. Turner's third marriage was to actor Lex Barker, known for his portrayal of Tarzan. Though their union began with promise, it soon became one of the most difficult chapters of Lana's life. In the years that followed, Cheryl Crane accused Barker of sexual abuse, a painful revelation that would color much of the family's history. Turner, though publicly silent on the matter, quickly divorced Barker in 1957, and the marriage became a painful memory. Despite the trauma, Turner remained focused on her career, continuing to rise as one of Hollywood's leading ladies. This dark chapter in her personal life, however, remained a source of profound sadness for her, and it significantly impacted her relationship with both Barker and the industry that adored her. Seeking stability, marriages, and disappointments. Despite her tumultuous relationships, Lana Turner sought stability in her marriages. Her fourth marriage was to Fred May, a successful rancher, but it too ended in divorce just 2 years later. Turner's fifth marriage to Robert Eaton, a nightclub hypnotist, also proved short-lived. The couple's differing lifestyles, with Turner remaining deeply entrenched in Hollywood and Eaton preferring a quieter life, ultimately led to their separation in 1969. Her sixth marriage to Dr. Ronald Peller, a self-styled psychic, was mired in scandal, including allegations of fraud and financial manipulation. Turner filed for divorce in 1972, marking the end of a brief and turbulent chapter in her love life. Despite her multiple marriages and failed relationships, Lana Turner's resilience and determination kept her in the public eye for decades. Lana Turner's secretive affairs. Throughout her career, Lana Turner became involved in several secretive romantic relationships with other women, some of which she later claimed ended in betrayal. One of her most infamous relationships was with Barbara Stanwyck, a fellow actress known for her strong, independent persona. The two were reportedly involved in a passionate affair during the 1940s, but their relationship soured due to Stanwyck's emotional distance. Turner later described Stanwyck as having taught her how to lie with her eyes, a cryptic reference to the disillusionment she felt when Stanwyck retreated from the relationship. Other alleged romantic entanglements included Greta Garbo, Tallulah Bankhead, and Marlene Dietrich, each marked by secrecy, heartbreak, and rivalry. The bitter feud with Joan Crawford. One of the most well-known rivalries in Hollywood history was between Lana Turner and Joan Crawford. Both women were powerhouses of the silver screen, and their rivalry was fueled by both professional competition and personal attraction. The two actresses allegedly shared a brief affair that quickly turned into a bitter feud, exacerbated by Crawford's flirtations with Turner's then-husband. According to Turner, Crawford's actions were a betrayal she could never forgive, later remarking, "I don't hate many people, but I hate what Joan did to me." The feud between the two women became legendary, marked by public insults and Cold War-like tensions, and it was one of the defining controversies of Turner's personal life. The cost of fame: alcohol, smoking, and health struggles. Throughout her career, Lana Turner struggled with personal vices, particularly her reliance on alcohol and tobacco. These habits, while not uncommon in Hollywood during her time, took a significant toll on her health. Turner's smoking, in particular, became a defining part of her public persona, with cigarettes often appearing in photos of her off-screen. Despite the efforts of MGM's public relations team to conceal her smoking habit, it was a constant part of her life. In the early 1960s, she made the decision to quit drinking, a step she took to preserve her health. However, her dependence on nicotine remained, and in 1992 she was diagnosed with throat cancer, a result of her long-term smoking. Struggles with throat cancer and final years, Lana Turner's battle with throat cancer became one of the most difficult challenges of her life. Despite receiving an early diagnosis, her health quickly deteriorated as the cancer metastasized to her lungs and jaw. She underwent extensive radiation therapy and publicly announced her remission in early 1993, offering hope to her fans. However, the reprieve was short-lived as the cancer returned in 1994. Turner continued to fight bravely, maintaining her dignity even in the face of her deteriorating health. In September 1994, she made her final public appearance at the San Sebastian International Film Festival, where she was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Just 9 months later, on June 29, 1995, Lana Turner passed away at the age of 74, leaving behind a legacy of beauty, resilience, and undeniable talent. Legacy of glamour, tragedy, and resilience. Lana Turner's life was defined by beauty, fame, scandal, and resilience. Despite her many personal struggles, including failed marriages, secret romances, and health battles, she remained a figure of enduring glamour and strength. Her legacy as one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses endures, with her films continuing to captivate audiences around the world. Turner's story is a reminder of the complexities of fame and the often painful sacrifices that come with being a public figure. She lived through heartbreak, tragedy, and loss, yet she maintained her elegance and determination until the very end, making her a symbol of the indomitable spirit of Hollywood's golden age.